This is her when she said that that's why she didn't know it was in her bag when she packed her bags. News on that very quickly is that they're in advanced talks to have her released. A lot of people are, there's been a lot of, I'll say, PR being given. Like Cian, you mentioned about like the British media. In the American media, for example, they have been putting out these things of like that she's facing harsh treatment in Russia's brutal prison system. When that came out, a lot of people reacted quite badly to it. They're like, wait, hold on, it's not as, there's a lot more people jailed for drugs in America. And people saying that, she did the crime, she should do the time. But that's a bit cruel though, Cian, isn't it? Because, we spoke about this before. In all fairness, she's admitted her guilt. Is it maybe just the fact that it was so harsh that people are upset with the situation? Because it does look like she's going to get out.
Well, that's a great update on what was the update from a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I think it's just very, very harsh. I think it's a genuine mistake. She didn't realize it was in her bag. But again, look, it's a different jurisdiction. They have Russia would have different rules than what the States would have, than what Ireland would have. So you still, yes, it is extremely harsh, but you probably still have to walk that tightrope of, am I going to get myself into trouble here if the authorities do the search and see what's in the bag, and then you have to answer an awful lot of questions. So I suppose, yeah, but it is probably extremely harsh on her, and hopefully she can get out in the next number of days, if not weeks.
Okay, Isa, coming to you on this, because of course the situation is that she will be paid her salary, and it's not going to count towards her salary cap. A lot of American people from all different, I'd say all different colors, because like this really has broken into a race thing, have said that, look, she admitted her guilt, the sentence was too harsh, but people have been pointing it out, and we spoke this before as well. Also, there is the gentleman, Mark Fogel, who got caught for the same situation with drugs in his bag, came in, he had a medical receipt for it. Of course, it doesn't count here. Saying I have a medical use, or it's for medical use only, that doesn't count in Russia. Isa, there's three main people being held here at the moment. There's Whelan, Paul Whelan, Mark Fogel, and Britteny Griner. But only Whelan and Griner are being taken back. Is that because they're more valuable to America?
From a publicity point of view, yes. In a word, the reason you focus, and I appreciate when people are saying about harsh conditions. I don't think it's fair to say, Russian prison conditions are any harsher than the US, where there's huge issues with overcrowding, and there's also a huge issue with the way people are jailed, in terms of there is a clear differentiation that your ethnicity will lead to a longer sentence. However, she is a non-Russian speaking individual who is also openly gay, who is in a Russian prison, and there are concerns. She's also high profile, and that all pushes to it being more important for America optically to bring her home. I suppose the sentence in itself was very harsh. That was potentially motivated not just by the fact that she's a high-profile individual, but the fact that she's a high-profile American individual. And I don't think we can think that didn't on some level factor into this. But then again, when you or I go to an airport, we all know that, especially actually if you're filling in anything visa-related, or for traveling into a country where visas are an entry requirement, did you pack your own bags? It's a basic, and I appreciate people forget things when in your bag, but other countries have harsher laws. Things even down to basic medication you can get in certain pharmacies may be illegal in other countries. It's about these things. You hear about, I suppose, people going into Dubai who pack things in their bags that they shouldn't, not even of drugs or those kind of things, and they have awkward incidents on their way into the country. And these things happen. But there's a level of personal responsibility. Do I think it's a good thing that she will get out? Yes, I think it's or at least not be in Russia, very positive thing. Do I think it's a fair reflection on how America allocates its PR and resources to getting people out? No, not at all.